Good morning, YouTubians. It's KERMITS. I'm actually sat at the moment in a Victorian sort of covered bench area on the seafront. It's a beautiful day. I'll show you around in a second. I just caught ITV Studios filming a scene from Grace season 2, so I'll show you that in a bit. And also, I want to show you a very special fire escape. I know it doesn't sound exciting, but it's quite something to be seen. Then I head up to HMV, show you what is out. There's like 25 titles out today. Don't worry, I don't want them all. I'm only after 4. Some are quite old. When I say old, from the 70s, my sort of time frame, and a couple of new ones as well. So I'll show you that, get myself a coffee from somewhere. Cheers. And then I'll take you home and show you what I picked up. So on first to the ITV Studios section, and then fire escape, and at HMV. I'll see you all in a little bit. So I just wanted to show you where I was sat. There's the Victorian seating area. That's where I was sat right there. And there's a couple dotted around. In fact, there's one right opposite. So it's a beautiful day. Let's go and have a look and see what the ITV studio crews are doing.
They're gone.
You put the brown one, I put the white one, the fancy one.
So this is the Hilton Brighton Metropole Hotel on Brighton Seafront. It's a 4-star hotel and conference centre. Architect was Alfred Waterhouse, who also designed the Natural History Museum in London. So I've just gone up the side of the Metropole Hotel. There it is down on the bottom right hand side, the brick building. There's the chimneys there. The hotel was built in 1890. It's got 340 bedrooms. That's a delivery service entrance. But this is the building I'm interested in here, this white Victorian building, 5 floors. I'll scan up now. If you can hear clicking, I'm actually using a tripod at the moment. So this is the building I wanted to show you. These 2 iconic buildings were bought by the Brighton Metropole Hotel and completely gutted. They took out the walls, they took out all the original fittings, and they've made it into a fire escape. And this building is situated in Cannon Place, Brighton, and just up there around to the right hand side is Churchill Square, where HMV is housed. But anyway, back to the buildings. We're going to duck into St Margaret's Place now, where the front of the buildings are, and we're going to have a look at the facade, and I'll tell you a little bit about these 2 beautiful buildings and what a travesty it is that they were turned into a fire escape. So this is the grand entrance to the former Royal Newbury Assembly Rooms. It's a listed building erected in 1833 by A.H. Wilds for Charles Wright, who was a bookseller and librarian. It's reported that King William IV is said to have attended the opening of this beautiful building. And you can see the entrance facade has 2 Corinthian columns either side of the doorway below a central pediment. The ballroom, which stood on the west, has since been demolished, but this is all that remains of the buildings. You can see through the windows just a staircase. Such a shame. They've even removed the door numbers. Well, here I am at HMV, popping in now. Looks like Iron Maiden have a new album out, judging from that cardboard cutout there. But I'm not here for albums, I'm here for movies. So over to new and trending. And the first title I am seeing is The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It. This is 112 minutes worth of horror from Warner Brothers from 2021. Yours for just $14.99. The next one is The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard from Lionsgate Films from 2021. According to Blu-ray.com, the runtime is 117 minutes. It's a mistake, it's 100 minutes. It's rated a 15 certificate. Yours for $14.99. You've also got the double pack there and the 4K for $19.99. Over in the 88 film section now, and we have a release called The Doll of Satan from 1969. It's about a young girl who inherits a castle and its grounds from her uncle. People tried to persuade her to sell it as strange things start to happen, and they're mostly directed at her. This could be yours for just $14.99. Over in the 101 film section now, we have The Boys Next Door. This is a Charlie Sheen film from 1985. 91 minutes, rated a 15 certificate, and yours for the unusual price of $16.99. I believe this is a limited edition, and it comes with a book. Over to another boutique label, and we're in the Arrow section, and we have the films of Oliver Assayas. There's 4 movies which ran from 1986 to 2002, total runtime of 392 minutes. Yours for £44.99. And the films included are Disorder, Winter's Child, Irma Vep, and Demon Lover. Over in the horror section now, and we have the Conjuring Universe 7 film collection with a runtime of 769 minutes. This has set you back $39.99. It's got a 15 certificate, and the films included are The Conjuring 2, Annabelle, Annabelle Comes Home, Annabelle Creation, The Nun, and The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It. For some reason, they have excluded La Llorona, but there you go, $39.99. And also today, Paramount have re-released some of the early Star Trek films. These have been remastered. The motion picture from 1979, 132-minute runtime. Yours for $12.99. The slip, by the way, I should open that up. And the slip is the same as the cover. So the next one is Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan. This is a director's cut, 1 movie, 2 cuts, 117 minutes. £12 on Amazon, $12.99 in store, but you're pretty much guaranteed to get a slip if you buy it in store, and the artwork is the same as the cover. And here's the third one, The Search for Spock from 1984, 105 minutes. And this one was actually directed by Leonard Nimoy, old Spock himself. And here's a look at the cover inside. And the fourth and last release of the Star Treks today is The Voyage Home. This is from 1986, and this is my personal favourite. It's when they go back in time to find the humpback whales, George and Gracie, to save humanity from a huge cigar floating in space. And there is the cover. Next is a screenbound pictures release called Shining Sex from 1975. It's got a 101-minute runtime, and it's about Cynthia, who is an exotic dancer in an upscale resort in southern France, who is seduced by a strange couple, one called Alpha, a being from another dimension, and her human slave, Andros. Over in the 4K section now, and I forgot to film The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard, but we do have The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It, a Warner Brothers release from 2021, 135-minute runtime, yours for $24.99, exact same price as Amazon. And it would seem that HMV have an exclusive steelbook of The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It, $29.99. There is a sticker with the Age logo, but it is peel away. Over in the television section now, we have a Dazzler media release of Wellington Paranormal Season 2. This is a 12 certificate release from 2019, priced at $19.99. And for all those who have a little bit of OCD like I do, Season 1 and Season 2 line up lovely. Over in the anime section now, we have an MVM Entertainment release, Made in Abyss, Dawn of the Deep Soul. This is a 113-minute film, I believe, could be a TV series, from 2020, rated a 15 certificate. For some reason, they've put the 15 certificate on the top. Looks really odd when lined up on the shelves. Hey everybody, welcome back. These are the pickups of this week. I did say I was going to pick up 4, but 4 was supposed to be new titles from HMV. One of them didn't show up, so I did pop into CX and pick up a used film. The film I was going to pick up, which didn't come in, which will probably be out next week, is Father, Dear Father. But I'll talk about that when it comes and I show you it. So let's crack on with these 4 titles. First title is Bless This House. This is a network release. That's one of those thin cases, made in 1972, this one. Not sure how many people are going to be interested in this, but I grew up watching the TV series in which this is based. And for me, it's just pure comedy gold. Now in this, you've got Sid James playing Sid Abbott, a man who's just funny to his core. Most people are going to know Sid James on the Carry On films. He featured in 19 of the 31 movies. Or you might remember him from his time on the Hancock's Half Hour show. But in this, He's playing Sid Abbott, a married middle-aged man with a son and daughter living in suburban southern England. Doesn't say where. Now, in this, his son is played by Robin Asquith. You might remember him from the sex comedies of the 70s. Confessions of a Window Cleaner, Confessions of a Driving Instructor. I think there's another one as well. But in this, he plays his work-shy son. And his daughter is played by... Robin Asquith replaced the regular on-screen series son, who was played by Robin Stewart. But he couldn't appear because he was booked to appear on Bournemouth Pier. So when this went into production, he was busy. Anyway, Sid's daughter is played by Sally Geeson, who also starred in Carry On Abroad and Carry On Girls. There's Terry Scott in this as his new neighbour, Ronald Baines. He's a Customs and Excise officer. He also starred in a couple of Carry On films, Carry On Up the Khyber and Carry On Silent as well. There's also June Whitfield in this as Terry's wife. They also went on to star as man and wife in 2 other TV series. And you guessed it, she was in some Carry On films too. She was in Carry On Nurse, Carry On Girls and Carry On Columbus. Got Peter Butterworth in this as Sid's best friend. Now, Peter Butterworth is a very interesting man. He was a prisoner of war in 1941. He escaped and he was caught by one of the Hitler Youth, where he joked that he would never work with children again. He was then sent to Stalag Luft 3, where The Great Escape was set, and he was in 8 of the Carry On movies and the TV episodes as well. Now, he worked with Sean Connery in The First Great Train Robbery and Robin and Marion, along with Audrey Hepburn as well. But getting back to bless his house, you've got Terry Scott, who moves in next door to Sid. Sid decides he's going to buy a shed and make some homemade whiskey with the help of his friend Terry, played by Butterworth. And his son has a relationship with Ronald as Terry Scott's daughter. And eventually they have a wedding. And you can guess, all disastrous. Very short film, this one. It's only 87 minutes. Let's take a look inside and see what you get. So you have artwork on the disc. You get a booklet which is titled Viewing Notes by Jade Evans, which you get behind the scenes and photographs. And all the cast and crew on the back. And you get some lovely inside artwork as well. So that was Bless This House, directed by Gerald Thomas. The next title is The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard. I hope the film is better than the title. Everyone who survived the first film is back. There's Ryan Reynolds as Michael Bryce, Samuel L. Jackson as Darius Kincaid. His on-screen wife Salma Hayek is back as Sonia Kincaid. Even Richard E. Grant is back. But there's some new additions as well. You've got Morgan Freeman as Michael Bryce Sr., Tom Hopper, who was Luther in the Umbrella Academy. He's Magnuson in this. Frank Grillo as Bobby O'Neill, he's an Interpol agent, and Antonio Banderas as Aristotle Papadopoulos. Now, the runtime on this international cut is 117 minutes. Apparently, the USA cut is just 100 minutes. I'm not sure if that's true or not. It seems like a big difference to me. Now, I've not seen this film, so I don't want to accidentally give any spoilers or plot points away, so I won't go into the storyline. Directed by Patrick Hughes, the man who directed The Expendables 3 and the first Hitman film. And this is released through Lionsgate Films. Nice slipcover on it, I've got to say that, nice and shiny. So let's open it up and see what you get inside. So the slip and the cover are exactly the same. You have artwork on the disc. Nice one, Lionsgate. So that was The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard. The next title is The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It. It's a supernatural horror from Warner Brothers, starring Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga, returning as Ed and Lorraine Warren, who, in case you don't know, are based on a real-life couple of American paranormal investigators. Again, I've not seen this film, so I can't really give away any sort of spoilers or plot points. I've seen the first 2 movies from the franchise, thoroughly enjoyed them both. Probably the sequel, The Enfield Haunting, just a little bit more than the first, but it's a close race. Now, as the title suggests, this is about a young man who, after being accused of murder, claims he was not in control of his actions, but he was in fact possessed by a demon. So the Warrens obviously are called in to investigate. And no James Wan at the helm of this film. He directed the first 2 films. This time, it's directed by Michael Chaves, the director of Curse of La Llorona, which is also part of the Conjuring universe. And I think it was number 6 in the franchise. This has got a runtime of 112 minutes, and it's a 15 certificate. Let's open it up and see what you get inside. So the artwork on the slip is the same as the cover. So just a plain blue disc inside. So that was The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It. The next one is A Salvation. This is a new pickup. Picked this one up maybe half hour ago from CEX, £4. Made in 2014, set in 1864. It's a Western, directed by Christian Levering, who really hasn't done a great deal of directing. It stars Jeffrey Dean Morgan, Mads Mikkelsen, Eva Green and Jonathan Pryce. That's all pretty much I know about this one. £4. Let's open it up and see what you get inside. So inside you just get a plain disc. and a 3-year out-of-date digital code, but you can give it a go if you want. So that is the 2014 film Salvation. So that is it. Bit of a mixed bag this week. You've got a western, you've got a middle-aged man living in suburban England, you've got a hitman and demons. A little bit for everybody or not. Let me know down below if you've seen any of those or plan to get any of those. I will get back to you, I promise. Give the video a thumbs up, really does help the channel, and subscribe if you haven't. It's all free, why wouldn't you? And on that note, all that's left to say is thank you so much for choosing my channel and watching my video today. Take care, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.